Storm Conall unfortunately proved to be quite a disruptive, damaging, and even deadly system on Wednesday as it moved into the Netherlands. As of today, Friday, November 29th, the system continues to lose its grip on the lower levels of the atmosphere, causing precipitation around the former center of low pressure to just dry out. Despite this, the associated cold front remains intact as it sweeps down through the Balkan Peninsula, with torrential rainfall and some snow, setting the stage for an increasing flood risk which is going to really ramp up as an anticyclone solidifies to its north going into the weekend, trapping the system right over Greece and the Ionian Sea, where it's going to remain until Monday of next week. If this feels oddly familiar, well, that's because it is. This is actually the same type of system which brought the major flooding to Spain in late October, and while I don't expect something of that magnitude to repeat in Greece, I do expect flooding in many portions of the country. This is the latest precipitation forecast from the ICON model. You can see a lot of yellow, orange, and red on this map. This indicates 50 millimeters or more of rain just within 3 days, and for areas in the orange in particular, precipitation could amount to 100 millimeters, getting as high as 200 or more in the bright reds. Also, we have cold air coming with this system, so this extremely heavy precipitation is going to come down as snow over the higher terrain, and if we look closely at portions of Bulgaria, North Macedonia, Greece, Albania, Kosovo, Serbia, and Montenegro, the orange color represents 100 centimeters of snow between Friday and Monday. In addition to the significant flood risk over in Greece, I'm also tracking some Atlantic disturbances passing by Western Europe, sparking several rounds of storms around Portugal and its autonomous islands, and there was a few very intense ones near the Portuguese coast earlier today, but those have since died off as they gotten closer. As we go into the weekend, thunderstorm fuel is going to remain elevated, so any storms that do form could be severe, so make sure you remain vigilant of those isolated storms through the weekend. On the northern end of this Atlantic low pressure mass, it's going to be cold enough for snow, so I would expect that to begin in Iceland today, with more rain and a messy wintry mix in portions of the Nordic countries, and that doesn't even count a very strong storm system which is already scraping by the northern fringes of Norway as you can see here, with very strong wind gusts getting as high as 40 meters per second in addition to heavy snow. That's going to be all for this quick forecast, but let's conclude with our featured photos, starting with some before and after pictures. Take a look at this wintry scene in eastern Sweden last week, which was quickly erased by the intrusion of unseasonably warm air from Storm Bert just days later. In Ireland, gusty winds coming with Storm Bert made a bit of a mess out of this garden. And here's yet another Storm Bert related picture. This cat was admiring the snow which fell in northeastern England. Thanks everyone for watching this update, and just as a brief reminder, during times like these where a potentially significant weather event is coming, consider sharing this video to spread the word with anyone you might know in the affected area. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next update.